Thanks, Jaron. As we mentioned earlier in the show, Jalen Adams cited for disorderly conduct in Milwaukee. Adams, point forward for the Milwaukee Bucks and former Bonnie, was in an altercation with an Uber driver last Friday, according to a report from the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. The Bucks released a statement Saturday saying, quote, "We are aware of the situation involving Jalen Adams and are in the process of gathering more information. SBU-TV Sports is looking into the situation. Watch our social media for more information."
Good. Shooting star 0 for 3 from three-point range.
The three-pointers flew when the Bonnies closed out a back-to-back series with the Davidson Wildcats. Guard Kyle Lofton started out hot, scoring first with a nothing-but-net three, and guard Dominic Welch shot 5 consecutive three-pointers in the first half. Later in the second half, the game tightened up and was even tied 53-53. That was until Jalen Adams shot the game-winning three-pointer, and with one final block from the big man Oshun, the Bonnies regained first place in the A-10 with a 56-53 win. As for the Bonnies women, they have won 4 of their last 6 games. In that span, Tori Harris averaged 10 points a game. Our own Ryan Bolin was one-on-one with Tori, talking about her journey to Bonaventure and her family's influence on her game.
Joined by junior guard Tori Harris, the second leading scorer on the women's Bonnies basketball team. Tori, thanks so much for taking the time to speak with us today. Let's start off with your experience at James Madison. What went into your decision to transfer from a team that had a lot of success in your 2 years there?
I just felt like Jamie wasn't giving me what I wanted out of college basketball. I wasn't playing that much, and I just wasn't playing the role that I wanted to play.
Due to NCAA transfer rules, you had to sit out the 2019-2020 season. How was that experience for you?
It was just like a great year to like build my confidence, build my game. I was just trying to get my mental together, trying to remember how much I love basketball. So I really enjoyed like that last year sitting out.
Let's talk about your family. Your brother plays professionally for the 76ers in the NBA. What was it like growing up in such a great basketball family, and did you ever feel pressure to succeed?
Being like the youngest, you always are compared to them, but like, I just always tell myself like I'm not Tobias, I'm not Tyler, I'm not like all of them. Like I'm different, and the pressure, it's never something like I think about.
Having your brother in the NBA, I'm sure is a really cool experience, but did you ever feel like you were trying to escape his shadow? For example, people might say, hey, that's Tobias Harris's little sister, rather than, hey, that's Tori Harris, great basketball player at St. Bonaventure. Do those kind of things ever get to you?
It's like definitely really annoying, like when I watch the games back and then like they have like a specific like caption made that says Tobias Harris' little sister. It's not what I'd like, but I'm proud of him, so it's just like a thing I'm used to now.
Just this past Monday, you helped end an 8-game losing streak to Duquesne with your 11th double-digit scoring performance of the season. What's the team's mindset going into the last 2 games of the year and into the A-10 tournament?
We just want to try to finish like in that middle of the conference so that we can get past the first round and see where we can go from there.
Thanks so much, Tori, for taking the time to speak with us today. I know you have a really busy schedule. Good luck the rest of the season.
Just like last weekend, the Bonnies have a busy schedule in their final days of conference play. The St. Bonaventure men's basketball team returns to the Riley Center tonight, taking on George Washington. They're looking to build on 2 conference wins against Davidson. And the women's team is in Philadelphia playing St. Joseph's tonight. You can catch both games on the ESPN Plus starting at 6 p.m. Also, Jesse Fleming and his squad finished their road trip off against the Explorers at 2 p.m. on Sunday. That airs on ESPN Plus as well. This morning, Tiger Woods transferred to another hospital to continue his recovery following a rollover accident outside of Los Angeles earlier this week. Woods underwent emergency surgery for a series of leg injuries. He was the only person in the vehicle at the time of the accident. Authorities emphasize the area where the accident occurred has a history of incidents. Early indications show no sign of drug or alcohol impairment. Follow us on social media for updates on his condition. It's time for this week's SBU-TV Sports Trivia question, and fans had to dig deep to answer this tricky question. Currently, all 5 of the men's basketball starters average double figures in points, which leads us to this week's question. What was the last year St. Bonaventure finished a season with 5 players averaging double figures in scoring? Many people submitted the correct answer of 2014-2015, but no one was faster than Bryce Kelly, a sophomore at SBU from Marcellus, New York. Congratulations, Bryce. Will we have another first-time winner next week, or will one of our veterans continue showing off their Bonnies knowledge? Make sure to follow us on our social media so you won't miss next week's question, which will be posted on Tuesday. And before we get out of here, good luck to our very own Jaron Holmes and the men's basketball team tonight against DW. That's all for sports. Back to you, Jaron.